Sometimes the business decision seems small at first glance, just another storefront, just another location, but occasionally something simple raises a bigger question. While walking through a shopping plaza in Bullhead City, Arizona, I noticed something interesting: an optometry practice, and then another location of the same practice in the same town. Which raises a curious question. Why would a small medical practice open up a second office in the same market? In large cities, multiple locations from the same business are common, but in a smaller town, it stands out. Bullhead City is not a major metropolitan area. It's the kind of place where businesses tend to serve a local population, which makes a second location within the same town feel deliberate. So the question becomes simple: why expand within the same market instead of opening somewhere new? Welcome to Design Your Growth, field notes on real businesses across America. While traveling the country, I observe small businesses and the decisions that shape how they operate, grow, and sometimes struggle. Each field note begins with a simple observation: something seen while traveling, a storefront, a pattern, a decision that invites curiosity, and from that observation, a broader question about how businesses grow. Bullhead City sits along the Colorado River on the western edge of Arizona, a desert town connected closely with nearby communities across the river in Nevada. Like many towns of its size, the commercial areas are made up of shopping plazas, clusters of small businesses, medical offices, restaurants, service providers, the kind of places where locals run errands and take care of everyday needs. While walking through one of these plazas, I noticed an optometry practice, a typical type of small medical office: routine eye exams, prescription glasses, contacts lenses, the kind of practice that usually serves a steady local patient base. Later, while driving through another commercial area nearby, I saw the same practice name again: another location, same brand, same business, still within the same town. The repetition is what caught my attention. Not a different practice, not a new competitor, the same one, just in another part of the same market. This observation points to a pattern that appears in many types of small businesses. Instead of expanding outwards into new cities or new regions, some businesses grow deeper within the same market, a second location, sometimes a third, all serving the same local population. At first glance, expansion usually makes us think about moving into new territory, new towns, new demographics, new customer bases. But another path exists: expanding closer to home, serving the same community from more than one place. This pattern shows up in many service-based businesses: dentists, veterinarians, medical practices, fitness centers, coffee shops. Sometimes growth is not about reaching farther. Sometimes it is about increasing presence within a place already known. Opening a second location within the same town can change how a business operates. It may shorten travel distance for customers. It may allow the business to serve different neighborhoods, or simply make access easier across a spread out community. In many smaller cities, commercial areas are not concentrated in one central district. Instead, businesses appear in multiple plazas across town, each plaza serving a slightly different part of the population. A second location may reflect geography, or convenience, or simply an opportunity that became available. What appears to be duplication may actually be distribution: the same service placed in two locations within the same community. Across America, small businesses make decisions that reflect the structure of the places they serve. In large cities, expansion often means moving into entirely new neighborhoods. In smaller towns, expansion may still stay within the same market, just in another corner of it. A second location does not always mean a business is chasing new customers. Sometimes it means it's serving the same customers differently. Different access points, different parts of town, different daily routines people take through their community. What seems unusual at first can often reflect a quiet logic shaped by geography, population patterns, and everyday routines. What stood out in this observation was not the business itself. It was the decision behind it. Two locations, one town, a simple choice that raises a larger question about how growth actually happens. Because expansion does not always look like moving outward. Sometimes growth happens by building more presence exactly where you already are. Seeing a pattern like this invites curiosity, not about one specific business, but about the quiet strategies that appear in small towns across the country. Strategies that often go unnoticed unless you are paying attention. This was field note number 1, observed in Bullhead City, Arizona. A small moment, a simple storefront, but a pattern worth noticing, because sometimes growth is not about going somewhere new. Sometimes it is about showing up twice.